Hello everybody. Alright, well today we want to do a video about the importance and the power of a plan. Woo. It is so important to operate with the plan. I think it's more valuable to go after a goal after you have taken some time to think of a plan, okay? It actually gives you a sense of direction. And that's very important because a lot of times when you're out here trying to achieve goals and stuff like that, you're hitting and missing and kind of doing things in the air, and you're operating without a real plan. So I don't think that's a good thing when you are moving about life and you're going after a specific goal, but you're just kind of whimming it or winging it, as they say. So a plan gives you a sense of direction. Now, I was talking to one of my therapists, and we were talking about the elements of a plan. A plan is not just something you come up with and then you jump into action. A plan, first of all, it starts with a thought and an intention. And once you have a thought and an intention to do something amazing, to do something great, or to accomplish something, there are things that you're going to have to do beyond that comes a little bit before jumping into action. Because if you just jump into action, who's to say that you're even committed or motivated? And those are two things that I know should come somewhere before or during your action stage. So once you come up with the plan, just because you came up with it doesn't mean that you're motivated to actually do it. And all plans are not going to be successful. It's just kind of we say, it's like a blueprint of getting started, something that you have thought through that you can give your stamp of approval, this is a good place to start. Plans, first of all, change, okay? So there's also, just as important as it is to come up with the plan, it's also very important to know when to change the plan. But after you come up with the plan, another thing that you want to do is you want to find motivation to actually carry that plan through. Now, I believe once you have found motivation and you're you know what, this is something I really want to do now, and I have now found myself motivated to do it. The next thing that you possibly want to do is actually commit yourself. Literally say, I am going to do this, and I am not going to let up. And guys, it's different for everybody how long it takes you to commit yourself. But yeah, if you're coming up with a plan and you have a goal that's important to you and you're motivated to take the action on this goal, you're going to have to find some time to commit. Because if you do not at least mentally say, you know what, no matter what, we doing this, and you don't really commit, then what you're going to do is you're going to not follow through. Now, I have been victim of, well, I guess not the victim, but the author of, coming up with a plan and not following through. I have done this over and 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 over in my life, guys. And it's it's not a good idea to beat yourself up because, you decided to not come through. But if you can find yourself a strong enough reason to commit, you may be able to avoid the not following through part and get down to actually putting into action and evaluating the results. So once you have committed yourself and you say, you know what, I'm committed, my hands are on the bull, we're not letting up, then I think that's a good time to jump into action. Now, the truth is, these steps are not going to always go in order. You know, like they're not meant to always go in order. But I think that it's something just to consider as a part of your toolkit, your planning toolkit. Now, the power of a plan is so important because not only does it give you direction, it gives you a sense of certainty. Even though your plan is not necessarily going to work, you have a desired outcome, and you're getting reassurance that, okay, look, if I do this, this may happen. So yeah, it's giving you hope. So if your goal is to, I don't know, enroll in college, and you put a plan together, and you're like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. These are the steps that I need to take in order to enroll in college. And then you're like, okay, now I need to be motivated. So let me consider, do I really want to enroll in college? Let me consider the benefits of enrolling in college. And once you have worked yourself up and you're like, yes, I definitely want to do this. And then now it's time to commit. Like, okay, well, what if this happened? Well, what if this happened? Am I still going to do it? And is this something that I can just say that I'm going to do it? A lot of times when you're committing, guys, it's also the time within your plan to put a deadline. And honestly, a lot of times you may not even meet your deadline, or you might even exceed your deadline. But putting a deadline on that plan kind of like seals the deal and says, like, look, we're doing this and we ain't finna take forever, and this is going to be the time of which we want to accomplish this goal. Now, once you have put your plan together, you got your deadlines in order, everything is looking good, and you have hopped into action. And as you hop into action, you're already committed, so you're like keeping it going. At some point within your plan, you need to evaluate how things are going. And this is the part where you really need to be kind of honest, or even like get you an accountability partner. Y'all let me know in the comments, have you ever used an accountability partner? Where somebody just to keep you accountable to what you say you're going to do, or somebody that just like can be like a third eye, and where you may think, things are going great. Get somebody that you probably trust their judgment, because you're not going to agree with it all the time. But if you trust their judgment initially, then okay, if this person said this, this may be something to consider. Now, yeah, so you're going to have to evaluate your results or how things are going. And you can either do that yourself, but you want to be honest, okay? Or you can get you an accountability partner that you run it by and allow them to like just kind of give you some positive, or not necessarily positive, but constructive evaluation, or constructive praise, or constructive criticism. This is also a good time to see if anything or any changes needs to be made to your plan. Guys, like, we got big goals out here, and we can't just be sitting out here like missing the mark all the time. Now, to me personally, and let me know if y'all agree in the comments, but I believe it's better to fail at your plan than to not have attempted at all. I think someone said, you can choose one of two pains. The pain of, what is it got? The pain of regret, as in not trying at all. I forgot. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Put the quote in the comments. It's something like that, okay? So, like, you know, would you rather have pain from, like, starting and just not hitting the mark, or have pain from not starting at all? So, having a plan and failing, at least you learn some things along the way, because the truth is, I believe that people, in general, until you have like mentally trained yourself, I think people are afraid to fail. And man, fear is so crippling, guys. Fear is so crippling, and I had to learn this throughout life. And I'm even going to go as far as to say that I had to learn the hard way, because I really, like, psyched myself out of a lot. Like, probably a lot of money, probably a lot of happiness, just simply because I was afraid to make that move. I was afraid to, you know, to nourish that relationship. I was just afraid in general, and fear steals more dreams. It restricts, like, you, like, more than all the prisons in the world. Fear has literally taken people with so much potential out of the entire game, simply because they were afraid to go for the shots. They care more about what other people think of them, or they just whatever element of fear. Because people's element of fear is different. You know, sometimes it comes from a self-critical point where you don't believe that you can do it. You don't believe you can fly. But I want to let everybody know, on some level, you can fly. And a part of flying is creating a plan. So, guys, no matter what part of the year you're watching this, whether it's the beginning of the year, the end of the year, the middle of the year, you can stop and you can evaluate and you can plan and you can do it. With that being said, if you guys like this video, give us a like on the video. If you guys want to be a part of our family, we will be so happy to have you subscribe to this channel. And guys, if you want to make sure that you never miss another video, there should be a bell button that looks like a bell. It's a bell notification button. If you hit the bell notification button, every time we drop a video, you will be notified. Outside of that, I'll see you guys on the next video.